Okay, today we are switching out the motor for your attic fan, and I am doing it from the roof. This is the video that you can't find anywhere, so be happy about this. First thing you're gonna do is remove this top. All right, you're gonna remove that. You're gonna need, for mine's an 11 mil ratcheting wrench, flex head. That's gonna go on the inside. Then you're gonna get an 11 mil socket, which is right over there. You're gonna hit that from the top. You're gonna have to do the top and bottom because these bolts will be pretty weathered and rusted. Once you remove that, next thing you're gonna wanna do is remove the fan itself. If you look here, that's a T3, I believe. And go to Harbor Freight, pick yourself up that little nifty box here of all of these little bits. The one you'll need is this one here with the extension. That is the, let's see if you can get that to focus, number 3 on the Allen. Pop that off, there's your fan. Afterwards you got to take out the motor, which is a little tricky, hence this system of ropes that I have in place so that way it doesn't fall all the way through and freaking bust through your drywall. And the way that you're going to loosen this is one nut at a time. You will need an open box wrench. Mine is an 11 mil, along with your 11 mil socket. You're going to hit that from both sides because otherwise that nut is just going to spin on you. Once you loosen it up, you can then go ahead, wiggle it free, pop it through, and bring it out towards this way. Follow the wire, right? There's your controller. There's your motor, comes out through here. All right, that's how you remove it. Next is gonna be the install. Okay, installed. First thing that you wanna do before you install it and bolt it all back in is you're gonna wanna put it aside, put the fan on, power it back on, and make sure that it's spinning at the right temperature. Set the temperature to around 100 degrees, 110 if you want to be efficient, but this is the only vent I have, so I'm going to be running it most of the time. No vents anywhere else. So test that first. Once it's all tested, go ahead, feed it through this little pocket, line it up, squeeze it through, and if you didn't unbolt it all the way, it'll still have some grip, but I still use my ropes, tied it in, bolted it down for an extra set of hands because I'm up here solo in this fucking 100-degree weather out here in Houston. So once it's all bolted in, now we can move on to part 3, putting the fan and the cover back on. All right, there she is, all done. Running nice and quiet. One little tip you will need to make sure that fan is getting yourself a pick. Just go ahead and move it out. Hope this helps.